so I started India's one of the oldest game development company called Virtual Infocom since 1998, made it sizable with 17 different countries establishment. Eventually that grew into approximately 30 countries as an employee strength from all those verticals of people. Since 2008 onwards, I became a mentor and an angel investor, started giving back to the community after running the company for 10 years and felt that probably this is my time to give back to the community. I was 27 when I started giving back. So people thought that I'm a little bit of crazy and mad, and that's why I put MAD, mad, as moderate, accurate, and determined. That became eventually tagline. So you can call me mad, don't worry. Welcome to our den of craziness. Apart from that, I sit as an advisor, and I'll just keep the entire intro very, very short. I sit as an advisor and a board member into multiple different companies in across 5 continents, and including lot many funds. I created one fund based out of China, which was like 2015, if I'm not wrong, we started creating that fund as a GP. And then I helped 3 different angel syndicates to start their operation in US, Houston, brought them in India, grow that company as an angel syndicate, eventually started one in Australia and in Asia. Long history working with startup communities, approximate 6,000 startups I have personally mentored. So far so good. Sent them from one country to another country for cross-border business development, created 3 different communities. So far so good. I run a company called Entrepreneur Face, which is mainly on creating merger acquisitions, legal formations, and of course fundraising. And I run an accelerator called Co-Innovate Ventures, which is basically accelerator and angel syndicate together. I'm founder of World Leaders Summit, which is 95 countries business network, with at the moment exact figure is 37,726 members that we have at the moment into our business network. We love to help people. Me and Bianca, we are partners for last 2 years. We are trying to help lots many people to scale up, grow, probably grow with funding, probably go with acceleration support, probably grow with grant, with lots many activities. So would love to hear about you, your studio, what you're doing, how we can help you, and that's it. So I guess I'll stop here.
Okay. That was overwhelming. You had a very busy, interesting network that you built. I started in 2019 by winning a national startup competition. I started Gakriva Studio. I won a grant of 25,000 euros, but in 2020, when I started to open the business and start to hire and do everything, like the pandemic was a very big strike for us. And I had to suspend the company. And now I managed to gather 20 people from all over the world, from LA to New Zealand, to try to build the MVP which will take us to the next level, not staying at the startup, to actually scale up with that.
You said you have a 20 people team across the world. That means, are they freelancers or in your payroll?
For now, they are freelancers.
Yeah. So
I will
what
hire.
kind of games that you make?
Now we are making an RPG.
RPG?
Yes.
Interesting. What kind of RPG you're making? Well, Bianca, RPG is role-playing game, actually.
Thank you. I'm in the world of the techies, so I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Yeah, it's okay.
So role-playing game means like you are acting as a character inside the game. So the game is actually running with the character, maybe a hero or a villain or probably a heroine. You can change the character according to your wish. And is it a MMORPG or normal RPG or what kind of RPG?
It will be a single player.
Single player RPG. So is it on mobile or is it in
No, it will be on PC and on consoles. We are,
PC and consoles?
yes.
Does he have a screen sharing facility? Can you share your works? Some shots that you have done so far? No? Yes.
Ooh, we are still in prototyping, and I hopefully in April we will have a vertical slice that we can present what are our unique value with this product, what how will be able to give what we show, but by showing that vertical slice, we will have the main mechanics that will be part of the game that differentiate us from the rest. And plus, we are making story-wise, it will be about the Gate Nation, which is not, there is no product that represents this nation yet in their times, and how they collaborated with other ancient civilizations like Babylon and India.
So you're actually talking close to my heart subject, just shifting from the exact sector that we are talking about. When you try to explore ancient civilization like Babylon or India, there's a huge thing that we did so far so good. Just cross-check ours in internet. Just search for virtual intercom. You will see we have done multiple number of epic-based games trying to get all those stories live. It's an interesting subject and interesting market. People would love to play. If you can probably touch upon Microsoft created games, which they did long back. If you remember, Christian,
Yes, yes.
they did Age of Empire. So are you talking about that view, or you're talking about TPS view, or what kind of view we are talking? So
It will be a third-person view.
Third-person view. Okay, awesome. And how much money you have invested so far?
So far, we didn't only that grant that I was talking about.
Sorry?
The 25,000 that I was talking about.
25,000 USD or
Euros.
Euros. That's basically for team building, right?
Yeah, it was to buy some equipment and also to be able to pay a few freelancers. But most of them, basically, they are working for free with a promise contract that when I receive the founding, I will pay them a certain amount.
Christian, what's your background? Can you please talk a little bit about yourself? How did you come up in game development in 2019?
I had many jobs, very weird jobs, all kind of jobs. And 5 years ago, I saw this opportunity and I said I will start it, but only after I understand a lot about game development. Started to test a lot of engines to try to understand them, how they work, how they are pieced together. And Unreal Engine really caught my attention. And I started to do freelancing work. I was part of a few teams here and there, and then after I was comfortable that I can do a game, then I opened the company. And actually, I did a game, but I kind of did some marketing mistakes there, and I didn't do very well with it. And that is still in alpha, I call it for now. That because I didn't have the artists to come back when I started to do this game. And
So you are mainly looking for money to create the game or to publish the game, or what's the reason you're looking for money?
For development first, and
But
then
why someone will pay you money for development?
for the opportunity that we will also have. I'm still trying to build uh, the pitch for this new game.
So there are two things, Christian. I mean, I will let Bianca understand how gaming world works for all of us. So usually indie developers like them, the way he is creating the game is called as indie development studio, which is like gathering more and more freelancers with him, and he's an excellent leader. He probably managed to get a couple of freelancers working for free for him. When the game will be sold in the market, they all will make money. It's an interesting thing that he is sharing, and it happens in the world. But regarding funding, there are two ways. One is you get a publisher who will publish their game and they will invest money. Second option is get the investment inside the company so that they don't need any publisher, or maybe they will tie up with the publisher, but an investor will actually invest the entire money. The game will be done, company will grow, and eventually it will become a success. But Christian, let me be very honest with you. If you are looking for fund at the moment, how much money you are looking for? Because it's a PlayStation game, so it must be a good amount.
Yeah,
How much you?
Around 5 million now. We are trying to.
Your company is a registered company. It's a proprietorship company or a.
It's registered.
No. How is it? A LLC or a LLP or private limited or proprietorship? What kind of company?
Serele, how it's
It's a limited company.
limited.
LLC.
Okay. Oh, okay. LLC. Cool. If we put you in front of people who would love to invest in your company and probably show you how business is done and give their vision
Have
to
a mentor.
No. Yeah, mentor is different, but when they invest in your company, they will actually guide you how to do business, not to make this game, but to get your people to create more games in the market. Are you open for that?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what we can do. I'll talk to Bianca. She's the boss here. So I'm joking. So I'm just joking. But yeah, I will highly recommend you, Christian, to create a solid pitch deck so that we can show it to our investors.
Yeah, I also want to prepare milestones like in the first trimester, we will need this amount to get to this level and to have proper milestones for every step of development, because I know nobody will just throw in 5 million out.
And good that you know that. It's very accurate what you are saying. So if you could break down the business goals into, I don't know, quarterly content, we can show to the investors.
Yes.
That's good. So what you need to know at the moment is that we are building the investors roundtable, and it will be a physical event. Hopefully, we are not God, but we aim to organize it at the end of February, beginning of March in Dubai. We have at the moment confirmed 5 investors, which will be at the table, and the companies will get the opportunity to pitch in front of the investors. When you pitch, of course, you have to organize very, very precisely the pitch deck, and we will review your document before the pitching competition. We have an NDA to be signed, and there is a fee of participation as well for the physical event in Dubai. Before that, we will help you to review the pitch deck, and this is not, you will not pay for that, but to attend the event, there is a participation fee. Everything I will send you, all the details, I'll be sending you an email just for you to to see the next steps and to decide if you want to attend. Of course, that before that, me and Margit will review your participation, and we will give you an answer regarding the fact that you are eligible or not for the investors we have for this roundtable. It's important to have a profile of investors for this type of a business as well in the pitching competition.
Yeah.
Good. Are you happy?
Yeah, like my plan is actually to back out from the actual development and focus more on the business because it's overwhelming.
Yes, it is. But are you the best in your team, like in the gaming business, or there is another team member who can take your role?
In the development, I'm sort of a jack of all trades. And I have there are like the lead programmer or the lead creative writer. They are doing that part very well.
And are you the only shareholder in the company?
Yes.
Okay, good.
And
That's
the contracts, like maybe I didn't understand it well. It's not a revenue share that will happen at the end after the sales. It will be actually hiring them and having them as employees, not.
You are referring to your team members?
Yes.
Yeah, he is referring to the freelancers actually.
I see. Okay.
Christian, my dear friend, just a small input. Team members are those people who are actually, of course, these are the people maybe your team member, who are actually the people who are not working with you for only money. Those are employees. So it will be great if you can find someone in your team who understand business, how to do business, how to understand legalities. It's more important when you raise fund, and someone who can probably, I'm sure you are acting as a CEO, so someone who can act as a CTO, you need that. Either you become the CTO, you get someone who is a CEO, or vice versa. That will be more opt for you to, pitch in front of the investors and get these guys on the call. Probably we would love to check how many teammates you have. Put that in the presentation PPT of yours so that we can understand how good you are to create a team. But kudos to you. You are successfully created good number of people across the world, like 20 people, gathering them and then started creating RPG game. It takes a lot of courage.
Yeah.
Usually Asia do that, in Korea, in Japan, Taiwan, China, they do that. And you're doing it from Europe. Kudos to you. I mean, not a lot many people think of creating RPG game, that too with all those epical stories. Amazing. Kudos to you for that. But we'll wait for your pitch deck, proper one. And we'll be happy to talk once again. I'll talk to we will talk each other. Me and Bianca will talk each other. Definitely you can come. It's no question that you can't come. But I guess you need a lot more business mentoring rather than creativity and coding. Just my humble suggestion to you, Christian.
I'm hoping for that.
Super.
That's great. Okay, thank you for your time, Christian. I will send you an email with all the details regarding the roundtable, and we keep in touch, and we will have another call maybe next week.
Okay. I try to prepare a proper pitch deck by then, but with the milestones, there are some key things that I need to figure out until I put them there.
Okay, you just update it, and we will review it, and we always review the documents. We update the documents. It's okay. It's a work in progress all the time, so don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Good. Very well done so far. Speak soon.
Thank you for listening to me.
That's great.
Have a wonderful day.
You as well. Speak soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.